we're talking about a word that we've heard, unfortunately, used a lot lately in the public discourse.
Yeah, but I guess maybe it could do some good now. People are starting to possibly use it to educate themselves. Going to bring in our Carol Costello now. Carol, we have seen Democrats and Republicans both use this word and throw it around at each other even, but now a group is trying to use it to put it to some good, maybe.
Yes, it's the politics of the R word. You might term it that way. You might think that R word controversy has blown over, but no. People who are called the I word are using the controversy to push their own agenda.
The R word. In the world of partisan politics, it's become a favorite nonpartisan slur. Everybody's doing it. The president's chief of staff called liberal Democrats effing retarded. Conservative pundit Ann Coulter called Pennsylvania voters retards. A Huffington Post columnist jokes Sarah Palin would run on a retardation platform in 2012. And then there's this.
Our political correct society is acting like some giant insults taking place by calling a bunch of people who are retards.
It's very hurtful to those who are trying to live in this community.
Frank Stevens has Down syndrome. He's part of a campaign to, well, here's how he puts it.
Let's stop using the R word. It's time we come up with a new word. Respect.
I have used the word.
Most people we talked with agree, although many admitted they were guilty of using the word themselves.
It just shows ignorance. I mean, it's like calling somebody a F word, an N word.
It's very offensive.
Is it a word that you use?
Yeah, I usually say it about myself most of the time.
But thanks to the constant R-word banter in the world of politics, Frank might get his wish. The Special Olympics organization has declared March 3rd as the day to spread the word to end the word. Not only that, because of Rahm Emanuel's effing retarded remark, Special Olympics officials were able to meet with the president's chief of staff in the White House.
My understanding is he was apologetic and felt remorse for what he said.
Emanuel also signed a Special Olympics online pledge that read, "I pledge and support the elimination of the derogatory use of the R word from everyday speech." And he promised to examine congressional legislation that would remove the R word from federal law. A tough task, since you run across the term mental retardation in federal documents and letters all the time. Maybe the whole R-word controversy sounds silly to you, but to people like Frank Stevens, it's anything but.
Do you think people are being mean when they say it?
No, they just don't get the time to take the time to get to know us better. Well, when they do, we're actually people that really like us.
And we certainly liked Frank. He was awesome. Emanuel and the Huffington Post columnist apologized for their use of the R word, but Rush Limbaugh did not, telling his audience he was only quoting Rahm Emanuel, and in explaining that, that's why he used the term R word. It was satire, he said.